Hello everyone, let's prevent the solution given this nice square root math problem, which is the square root of 72 plus square root of 8 divided by square root of 72 subtract square root of 8. Now, the first thing here is to write this square root of 72 basically as 9 multiplied by 8, okay, plus square root of 8, okay, divided by, okay, we'll have the same thing as square root of 9 times 8 subtract square root of 8. Okay, now given that if you have the square root of a b, that is square root of a times b, we can separately write this as square root of a multiplied by square root of b. Okay, so applying this property, we can have the same thing as square root of 9 multiplied by square root of 8, okay, plus square root of 8 divided by square root of 9 multiplied by square root of 8 subtract square root of 8. Okay, now from what we have here, you find that square root of 8 is common, so we can factor out square root of 8. Okay, so we'll have square root of 8 into the parentheses square root of 9 plus 1 divided by, now square root of 8 is common here, so you'll have square root of 8 into the parentheses, we'll have square root of 9 subtract 1. Okay, now since square root of 8 is common here, we just simplify here, so that now we'll have square root of 9, and square root of 9 here is equal to 3, okay, plus 1 divided by square root of 9 again, which is 3, subtract 1, and this is equal to 4 divided by 2. So if you simplify here, this is basically equal to 2. So this is the solution applying the first method. Let's solve applying the second method. Applying method 2, we'll have square root of 72 plus square root of 8 divided by square root of 72 subtract square root of 8. Now from here, we introduce a conjugate that is on the denominator, and this conjugate is square root of 72 plus square root of 8. Okay, so if you introduce the conjugate in the denominator, you do the same in the numerator. So you'll have square root of 72 plus square root of 8. Okay, now from what we have here, in the numerator, we have square root of 72 plus 8 times this. So this is the same thing as 8 times a, which is basically equal to a squared. Okay, so this is the same thing as square root of 72 plus square root of 8, all of this squared. Okay, divided by, now we have in the denominator, we have a minus b multiplied by a plus b, which we can express as a to power 2, okay, subtract b to power 2, definitely. Now from what we have here, we have square root of 2, so this is square root of 72 plus square root of 8 squared divided by, now we'll have square root of 72 squared, okay, subtract square root of 8 squared. Okay, so now as you can see here, we have square root of 72 plus square root of 8. Okay, so this is in the form of a plus b squared, which we can basically express as a squared plus b squared plus 2ab. Okay, so let's apply this property. You'll have square root of 72 squared, okay, plus square root of 8 squared, okay, plus 2 multiplied by square root of 72 multiplied by square root of 8 divided by square root of 72 squared, okay, subtract square root of 8 squared. Now here we have the square root of 72 squared. We simplify here, so we'll have 72 plus square root of 8 squared is the same thing as 8 plus, now we can write this as 2 multiplying by square root of 72 can be expressed basically as 9 times 8 multiplying by square root of 8, which we can express as 4 times 2, divided by square root of 72 squared, which is basically equal to 72, subtract square root of 8, which is 8 squared, which is equal to 8. So now from what we have here, this is 72 plus 8, which is 80, plus 2 times square root of 9, okay, we have square root of 9, multiplying by square root of 8, which we can express as square root of 4, multiplying by square root of 2, okay, multiplying by square root of 4, multiplying by square root of 2, divided by 64. So here we have 80 plus, now this is 2 times square root of 9, which is equal to 3. So that is 2 times 3, which is 6. Okay. Now we have 6 multiplying by square root of 4 is 2. Okay. Multiplying by, we have square root of 2 times square root of 2. Okay. That is the same as square root of 4, which is square root of 2 again, times square root of 4, which is 2. All of this divided by 64. So here we have 80 plus, this is 6 times 2, which is 12. 12 times 2, which is actually 24. 24 times 2, this is equal to 48, divided by 64. So 80 plus 48, 80 plus 48, this is 128, divided by 64. So if you simplify here, this is equal to 2. And that's the solution. So kindly follow the steps, like this video and subscribe.